Hello Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. If you're new, welcome. This is a love reading for you and your person. Alright, so let's see now. Aspects of the reading will be for you, but then they'll also be for your person, your special someone, your significant other, however you, or your sacred partnership, whatever the situation is. You may only just be starting or newly involved, or you may have been married and already have children, however it resonates for you. Fourth house, some sort of home situation changing. Cancer for your person. Mercury retrograde. This is coming a lot at the moment in most of the readings. It's appearing in some short form or another. Saturn, and then we've got first house. Bottom of the astrology deck is third house messages, so communication is going to be important. Let's get some goddess guidance. Oops. Aphrodite, Kuan Yin, Isolde, Ishel, and Mart. Bottom of the goddess deck is Yamanya, golden opportunity. Get a Moonology card. Conclusions are within reach, full moon eclipse. Bottom of the Moonology deck is gibbous moon. You are very close to achieving your goal. Get a destiny card for you. Fulfillment. Okay, lovely. Okay, so let's start with you then. We've got Aphrodite, inner goddess, and we've got fourth house. So some of the qualities that are assigned for you and then for your person may be interchangeable. In other words, you may see qualities within your person reflected in your life, so just take it as it resonates. So Aphrodite, inner goddess, is always about self-care. So fourth house is always about your home. It can be your physical home, or it can be the atmosphere or the people in your home, or it can be the relationship that you have with your family, your roots, your foundation, where you've come from, your family history and so on. It's also your relationship to your ethnic identity or your ancestry, whatever is applicable for you in this situation. So it seems that with the inner goddess Aphrodite, it seems like you need a bit of self-care at this time. Perhaps you've been through the mill with this. Fourth house roots, whatever, either you have been moving or you are moving or something is changing within your home. You could be renovating, you could be updating, you could be relocating physically, but also changing something within the home, or it could be that somebody else is going out or somebody's coming in, or the atmosphere in the home. But it can also be to do, as I said, to do with your relationship with your actual family. So whatever's gone on, it seems that you need some time to yourself at this point. So Inner Goddess, awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. But ultimately what this is about is appreciation of your body, your energy levels, your time, and just appreciating your essence, whether that's your sexuality or your sensuality, or just what really is good for you in every way, shape, or form. So put yourself first in this case. Whatever is good for you. It could be a spa day, it could be walks in nature, it could be some sort of makeover, it can be perhaps going for a haircut and a change of look, whatever is appropriate for you. It can also just be spending time at home quietly reading a book without media interference or without the interference of others around you, sleeping, resting, sea salt baths, bubble baths, a little break, whatever, some sort of like a yoga retreat, whatever is your thing. Inner Goddess, it's the appreciation of that, the appreciation of your body, which is your temple, and that this is your vehicle for this lifetime. So you've got to look after it, and that can be done in numerous ways depending on whether you're masculine or feminine. You can design this appreciation of self and love of self in many different ways. But it's saying that you need to do this in some way, and it could also be within the home that you are currently occupying. And also if you are connected to other family members, perhaps there are a lot of other family members around you who are also taking a bit of strain. When you do this for yourself, you set an example. You actually are an example to others of how you to look after yourself. So that's important, because you are, all of us are here in some way, shape, or form to help others and to spread our bliss around. And if you are in a blissful state, if you're enjoying yourself, and if you are looking after yourself, you show others how to do the same. So I feel that that could be the case. It could also be that your person is looking at you as a goddess or a god, depending on which way around it is here. But they may very well be seeing you in this light, seeing you as quite magnificent in who you are, even though you may not acknowledge that or you may not see it. They may be seeing it. So appreciate that, own it, and take steps to look after yourself, self-care. Now we've got here Kuan Yin, compassion, and Cancer, I feel. So this is for your person. So this is about releasing judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. So they may be in a situation, either this may be your view of them, so you may have to release judgments about them, or it could be that they are having to do this. Maybe they're in a tricky situation right now, whether it's within your relationship or whether there's external influences going on. But it's saying that things are going to come up, and that a compassionate mindset and heart set is the ultimate way to go. Come back to neutrality, let things unfold, make sure you have your boundaries, but nonetheless come back to a compassionate mindset. It's also saying that the full moon is going to be important in some way, shape, or form here. And Cancer is ruled by the moon. So I feel moon energy is very important for this person. They need to activate this in some way or shape or form, or it could be that you need to direct that energy towards them. But release judgments. All of us are learning. All of us are here to learn and to share our bliss and to look after our bodies and do everything that we can to raise our consciousness. Sorry. And so this is about as within, so without. So if you are feeling this, if you are feeling compassionate, and if you are feeling, or if your person is feeling in this way, and no matter what is going on around them, that they come back to this non-judgment, neutrality, and to focus rather on the love and light. Focus on that as opposed to perhaps things that have gone wrong or criticisms or whatever the situation may be. It could also be with Cancer, I feel it may be that they're a little bit nostalgic or sentimental about the past. That may be coming up. It could also be that they are needing to retreat at this time, to be quiet, or they may need to go through phases where they do that, because this is ruled by the moon. So there are cycles of moon cycles involved for this person. And so they may need to just periodically pull back to recenter themselves, to ground themselves, to get their balance back. And it could also be that For some of you, this may be, they may be, if it's a feminine, they may be involved with birthing of some kind, whether this is physical birthing or whether this is connected to something else in their life. But it can also be about nurturing, health, diet, nurturing of the family, nurturing of the clan, protection of the clan, and so on. And so they may be in this mode. They may have other familial things going on, or they may be activated to be like this within your family if you have a family. So whatever it is, it's about nurturing, it's about caring, it's about sort of being protective and defending the family if needs be, and it's also about security. So this could, because you've got your fourth house to do with home and the family and domestic issues, and they have got Cancer as well, which is also to do with that. It seems to me that if you are a couple and you have a family and you have a home, then both of you are involved in this in some form. This person may be going through cycles, as I said, moon cycles, where this is about moods and habits, going with the flow, riding the waves of emotion and so on. But it can also be about tapping into feminine wisdom. Now, whether this person is a masculine or a feminine makes no difference. We have both in us, so we need to balance both. And both of them need expression. So with this energy, this is the tapping into the feminine wisdom, feminine art of receptivity, creation of life, whether this is physical life or, nurturing and so on. It's also about just a general kind of feeling of love for the family, love for the home, and for nurturing. The nurturing is the strong aspect here. So whether they're doing this for themselves or whether they're doing this for the family or for whoever else is involved, that is what they're doing. They're busy nurturing and doing what it takes to move this domestic situation forward. It could also be that they, as I said, they may be looking back at the past a little bit. So that could be happening, but it's important that they come back to the present, because this is where all the decisions are made. But they could also have a feminine influence around them at this time. This could be a mother figure, or they could be the mother figure, whatever it is. But there's like mother energy that comes in with the Cancer, I feel. But the Cancerian energy is very resilient. They bounce back from a lot. So whatever is going on in their life, they will bounce back from it, but they just need periodically to withdraw or to take time out to balance and to get back to some sort of neutral state because of these heavy cycles that are going on at this time. Now, for the current situation, we've got here Isolde Undying Love, and then we've got Mercury retrograde reinvention. So Isolde Undying Love, this is about putting the past to bed, and this is normally associated with past relationships, or in some cases it can be somebody has passed over within your immediate circle. It can be a previous partner, or it can be some other aspect coming into the relationship which has a bearing on the relationship. But it can also be putting the past to bed from past relationship experiences. So this is a theme currently, whether it's for you or your person or both of you. It's about receiving healing, swift healing from everything that has transpired, however that ended, or however it, whatever went down, whether that person passed away or whether this is a relationship that ended at some point. This is about coming back from that point and moving forward. So this is receiving swift healing. So that it seems to me that either your relationship or each one of you, or one or either of you, is now receiving the healing from past situations and coming now back into the light, coming back now into a love vibration. This is about connecting to universal love, but also personal love, connecting back to that after a period of not being that way inclined, or not connecting very well to that because of some past issue. So it's almost like coming back to life. It's like a flowering, connecting with nature, becoming more social, getting out and about, connecting with others, just opening up to a love vibration. Now, when you're looking at this Isolde, this is about opening up to the love vibration. Now, love is the language of the universe. So this is universal love. And then it translates down into personal love. But it's the language of the universe. So this is kind of opening up to that. It's a raising of consciousness, but it's done through a healing energy. And so the love you have shared is eternal regardless of the situation. So whatever love you or your person put into previous relationships or whatever the situation may be, is permanently recorded there. Okay, so that's never lost. All right, so even if things went wrong or something happened, that love is recorded, and all the efforts, all the everything that you did to put love into that situation is recorded. So it's always going to be there, and it never leaves. It's part of your Akashic record. So, but this is about now opening up to new love. Or to the love vibration. And you can do this by welcoming it into your life in some way, shape or form, whether you are with somebody or not. But this is a love reading. So this is about almost like coming back to life, as it were. Now, Mercury retrograde reinvention, this has a number of aspects. This can be about perhaps a delay or some kind of setback, or something that can't be initiated at this time. All right, so this is what it's saying for the situation currently. So this Mercury is the god of communication. So this is about communication in some way, shape or form. It can also be contracts and documents, but it's normally about communication. This can also be electronic. It can be internet based. It can be vehicle based. All kinds of electronics and all kinds of communication devices sometimes go on the blink under a Mercury retrograde. But in this context, it's about communication. So it's saying that there's some delay, or there's some situation which is causing you both, or one or either of you, to go back to the drawing board in some way, shape or form. There's something that needs refinement here, or a new plan needs to be come up, or possibly you are grappling with changing circumstances which are happening every other day or every week, and so you have to keep constantly adapting. But it's saying there is some delay or some kind of pause that is necessary now, back to the drawing board to refine the plan or whatever it is that needs to be said, or however it needs to be enacted. This is not a time for action right now. This is a time for healing. It's not a time for big actions or initiating big moves, because they will either go wrong, or you'll get the wrong result. Something will not go well with that. So this is a time to go back to the drawing board, to go over the part of the plan, or go over the conversation, or go over your words, or whatever it may be, to come up with something better. And you will come up with something much better on the other side of this. So 5 and 1 is 6, so possibly 6 days, 6 weeks, the sixth month, which could be June. So take it as it resonates. Anything with a re in front of it falls in under the Mercury retrograde. So it's a retrograde, it's reinvention, it's review, it's repeat, relocate, anything with a re. So it's a time of review. It's a time to go over. It can also be, in some cases, a repeat of something. And it's about refinement. It's about coming up with something better than what you had the first time, because some details may have been overlooked under this energy. Now, the Mercury retrograde is coming to you now in this energy, but as I said, the actual Mercury retrograde happens normally about 3 times a year. And the next one will be 29 May to 22 June. And there's a little bit of a shadow period on either side of that. So I do feel that, for the next while, this energy may be present in your life. And it can also be that somebody from the past, it's either a person or a situation, may pop back. And normally they pop back into your life to deliver a message, or the situation repeats in some way, because you can get valuable information or insight from that. Either it's like a conversation or a meeting, or you may just see them somewhere, or they may be actually physically back in your life. And it can, in some cases, be closure. In some cases, it can be settling of something, or it can be valuable information is passed on, or you just hear or see something that's that kind of it's some value comes from that for you. It could also be a situation that repeats as well. So see how this comes in for you. We've also got here for the sort of advice and advice section, we've got Ishmael Medicine Woman, and we've got Saturn Truth. So it's saying you are a channel for divine healing power. So this healing power, obviously you're going to channel it for yourself first and foremost through your self-care, but you can also do it to your person. You can do it for your person, but you can also do it in your life in general. And this is about connecting to heaven, to God or your angels or your spirit team or whatever it is that you are connecting to, like a divining rod, like a channel, and you channel this energy down. And this can be done in a number of ways. It can also be within your profession. It can be within your daily life. It can be within your family. You just kind of have an inner knowing, and your information or guidance comes to you, which you can then share with others, with your person, or however it's playing out. But it can also be in your profession, and this can be in the way you work, how you work, your ethics, your know-how, your ability to transfer knowledge or information to others in such a way that it comes across as divine healing, or it comes across as something that is very valuable to them. So that may be coming in. We've also got Saturn Truth. Now this Saturn energy is also can also slow things down quite a bit. So if you're concerned about timing here, Saturn is definitely going to slow things down, and it does this for a reason. Saturn is about taking a good look at everything around you and coming up with a good solid foundation. So this could be you creating a foundation, or the energy is saying to you that you need to create a good solid foundation, whether this is normally this would be within your relationship. So this is like a maturity, this is understanding, this is wisdom, this is knowledge, and applying it to create a really solid foundation for your relationship. And this can be a form of divine healing that you're bringing in. Perhaps you're stabilizing things. Perhaps things have been a bit uncertain or flip-flopping between, with the situation in the world at the moment. This is completely happening for many, many people. Things are changing so rapidly that sometimes to steady the ship, you need to bring in a bit of Saturn. Now, as I said, with the full moon, Saturn is going to be connected to that. And Saturn will be in Aquarius. So, but Saturn is a stabilizing force. It's about building foundations, about bringing structure in, and it's about being realistic about what is possible in the moment. And it can also be, as I said, slow things down. It can also bring up karmic issues to deal with. And as I said, that may happen, certainly around the full moon, that could very well happen. But just look at it as a stabilizing energy. It can also be a sobering energy. But I do feel it's about bringing this healing energy, or this inner knowing and this inner wisdom, down in a constructive, realistic way that can be applied practically. That is, I feel, what the energy is going to be bringing to you. So this is how you need to channel this energy down now, and slow things down, and look at things carefully, but bring in structure and stability. That is, I feel, what the the energy is going to what it's going to manifest for you. Because ultimately what you want to do is create fulfillment for you and your person. That is what you're working towards, and Saturn can help you do that by bringing in structure. It also will remove anything that is wobbly or unstructured in your life. It will bring it down because it's not functioning for you. It's not working for you. It's not going to stand the test of time. Saturn is about time. So Saturn is a timekeeper. So it's going to urge you to create something which is long lasting. That is ultimately what you want, because then you get fulfillment from that. So this is the context of Saturn. Now it's saying here that at some point going forward here, we have conclusions are within reach. So full moon eclipse. So I feel the energy is going to be building up towards that. Conclusions are within reach. So between now and then, use the Saturn energy. Use your, be a channel for healing power, whether it's for yourself or for the situation. whatever it is that you're trying to create here. Saturn, whatever you create under Saturn energy is always going to be long lasting, all right? It's going to be solid, and it's going to last. It's going to stand the test of time because it's been proven, and it's been tested. So that's kind of the energy here. So conclusions are within reach. Full moon is always about results. So if you work, put your shoulder to the wheel, there's a bit of work that's got to be done here. But if you apply yourself and you work with the Saturn energy, then you will reach your conclusions, which is what the full moon is all about. An eclipse is always new things. This is bringing in a new thing. Somebody may leave or somebody may come in. That can happen as well. But it's usually some sort of energy of a shift in the situation, and so a conclusion is coming up. And then yet again we have here, you are very close to achieving your goal. So this is gibbous moon. So this is about working towards the full moon. So as I said, this energy is going to build up to this full moon eclipse. You are very close to achieving your goal. Saturn often rules goals, ambition, and plotting, making a plan of some sort. So plans are going to be important, and it's saying that not to give up. You're very close to achieving this, and just to keep applying what we've discussed, and know that there's another full moon energy there, but that this is what the gibbous is just before it becomes full moon. So it's the period before. And it's saying that you're working towards that, and that is the energy that is going to be going within the relationship. So you're working towards sorting things out, or bringing this maturity, this understanding, this wisdom, this very strong foundation here. Now we've also got third house messages. So the third house, Mercury normally is the ruler of the third house. So communication, as I said, is going to be very important. Now with the Mercury retrograde, which is current energy, this is saying that there's some sort of delay or some sort of double checking that needs to happen with all communication issues. Now third house is about communication, but it can also bring in other aspects. It can bring in family members. So this could be general relatives, aunts, uncles, cousins, siblings can come in as well. So this is going to have a bearing on this situation in some form. It can also be neighbors, especially if there's a house situation, perhaps a renovation, whatever, something going on. So that can also come in, but also cars, vehicles, trips. A trip may come up. Perhaps you're taking a trip of some sort, but this is not a normal trip. This is going to be something that you're going to plan. It can also be about contracts and documents. So you may be waiting for that, or you're waiting, either you're going to initiate a contract or document, or you may be waiting for that. While the Mercury retrograde energy is in play, you may have to delay that. Because as I said, sometimes when you initiate something under the Mercury retrograde energy, it doesn't work, or it has to be repeated in some way. So just think about that, how you can work around that energy. But it is very much about communication, choosing your words with care, being careful how you communicate electronically, physically, body language, all of those things, but working with what needs to be done. And also learning may come in. You may be learning something, you may be researching something. So this could be using the internet to research. You may also be hearing things, or giving news, or receiving news that may come in as well. And this could very well be a conversation with your person, or it could be somebody who pops back into your life. Some sort of message or news, something like that may come in. Now we've also got, for the sort of potential or the outcome, we've got first house, the body, and we've got fairness coming in, Mart. So this is a kind of a dual energy here. With these two energies coming in, this is saying that first house is always about you, your physical body, but also your demeanor. In other words, what you are projecting outwards. So it's your physical body, your radiance, your vitality, your life force, your chi, all of those, your what makes up your energy when you are in any situation. And it's also about your personality and your characteristics, things like that, but it's also what you are projecting outwards to others. So I do feel that with this first house energy coming in, and the fact that you've got Mart fairness, it's saying that you're going to be influential in some way. With everything that we've talked about, you're going to be influential in some way in your communications, or what it is that you are initiating with others or with your person. And there's some sort of negotiation or mediation or something. It could be legal in this case. So it may be a legal situation. Perhaps you're coming together in a legal document, or you're legalizing something, or you are initiating something, and it requires this paperwork and documentation, which we'd already talked about. But it can also be about talking to your person, or whatever the situation may be, some sort of communication, negotiation, and so on. But you're going to be very influential with this energy, and that whatever transpires. Mart is always about fairness, okay? But what you have to do is you have to sort of surrender any sort of strong agenda that you may have. So with this, I feel that this is going to be a successful, whatever it may be, a discussion or some sort of contract, or some sort of coming together, or some sort of discussion. It's going to be successful, but your influence is going to be very strong. And it's what you put into it. This is, as I said, coming from a place of neutrality. And this is about putting all the points in place. Remember that you have medicine woman behind you, so your words and your what you're transmitting to others is going to be very powerful. You've got the opportunity to really heal a lot of things at this time. You've got a really good opportunity to bring in a solid plan. And I do feel that it's going to be successful because you have conclusions within reach, and you are very close to achieving your goal. So this is going to be, I feel it's going to be a positive result that you're going to have. But it does involve kind of detachment from a specific outcome, because there are other people involved, or there's the other person's side of it needs to be taken into account. And you put it forward, what needs to be discussed, or what you're going to say, and then put it out there, and then detach from any specific outcome. You obviously may be hoping and wishing for certain things, but let Mart step in and deliver a fair conclusion, or let the universe step in to bring the desired circumstances for all concerned. Okay, but I do feel it's going to be successful, this situation, whatever it is, whatever threads you're pulling together here, whatever you're trying to do within your relationship, and to move it forward, or to bring certain aspects together, I feel you will do it. Because you're going to be, you may even be very legally minded at this time, or you may be really gaining a lot of wisdom and understanding through these energies which are coming down on you at this time. And you may be really maturing and gaining a lot of wisdom, and you're going to be tapping in to this new love energy which is coming in for you. But this is like a mature love. This is about channeling love energy appropriately, and this is to bring in fulfillment, which is what you want. All right, so this is going to be, as I said, you're going to be influential in how this unfolds for you and your person. So choose your words with care, do your research, and you're trying to bring in a solid foundation here, and you have the healing power. You can bring a lot of healing to this situation. So it's really saying, I feel that this is in your hands currently. But I feel there will be a successful result from this. We've also got here Yamanya, Golden Opportunity. This is the bottom of the Goddess deck. So important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. So with Yamanya, this is a lovely, this is saying happiness and joy and fulfillment is coming to you. So some sort of golden opportunity is going to be created here. And I do feel that this is going to be created by divine intervention, but also which is going to be channeled by you. So you're going to be channeling this in some way, shape, or form. You've also got the sort of inner goddess, but you've also got the undying love. So you're going to be bringing a lot of energy into the situation, but it needs to be structured correctly. But I feel from this a golden opportunity is going to be created, or what it is saying is that this is going to give you a really unique opportunity, a really golden opportunity to transcend previous relationship issues, or previous setbacks, or inhibitions, or problems that you've had to deal with in the past. It's going to give you an opportunity to transcend that. but also open doors for you in some form. But there's happiness on the other side. She's in the water. She's joyful. She's loving the moment here. It's also tidal. So this opportunity that's going to come to you is coming straight for you. It's something that is perfectly designed for you. And I do feel that this is why you've got the first house here. This is something that you are steering the ship here. You are setting sail for something. And you're going to use your words and your energy to bring this about. And so golden opportunity, it's tidal. So this thing is coming straight for you. It's designed for you. And it's saying, don't procrastinate. Dive in and take this opportunity, because it's going to change your life. All your wisdom, all your skills, all your knowledge, all your experience, everything that makes up you, whatever you've been through in your life is going to accompany you into this experience, and it's going to stand you in good stead. And this is what Saturn is preparing you for. So a golden opportunity. This is the coming together of your relationship, or perhaps it's something specific to do with your relationship, or external circumstances which are going to create the opportunity to bring this relationship together. So however it resonates for you, okay? But you could be in this together. You could be both working on this, both doing all of this, everything that I've talked about. But there's a golden opportunity nonetheless coming to you. It's perfectly designed for you. Do not procrastinate. Jump in and take it. Because it's tidal, it's coming straight for you, it's designed for you. If for some reason you don't you sort of hesitate, it will pass you by, and then you will wait until the next one comes along. But everything's in divine timing, and that's saying that the timing is right for you now. So something is coming to you. Don't procrastinate. Take it with both hands, because there's joy and happiness on the other side of this fulfillment, which is ultimately what you want in a relationship. You want fulfillment. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. Please have a wonderful month. Please take care. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.